But not far from where the Steelers' former homes, at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Rodgers now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
On the throwaway.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat flyer move. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his 3rd season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw now, here's Love. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing. Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Spins away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
The 36-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A little juke. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. yards to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35, here's second down at 7. Love from the gun. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here's Love. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And complete once again to Watson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Glove. Got Dobbs over the middle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Packers.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Love will try with his legs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
To throw is Rodgers. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Cameron Johnston.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Level sneaking. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, 31 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now McManus for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Green Bay.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Love looking to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Cleaned it out left to Dobbs.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds Austin complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
14 yards. That's another Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the half, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Dancing away at the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Rodgers. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Steelers 28.
5 plays there on that drive.
21.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard. Love going to keep it on the option.
Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
12. And a Packer first down.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Back foot throw there is incomplete.
He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Here's Love. He wants it all for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs,
58 yards.
and the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. That time a 6-play drive.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Looking to put a drive together.
They toss it to Warren.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout. And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play,
is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline. And
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Oh, good move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw now, here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Packers.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 6 now. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And a Packer 1st down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Love looking to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Running left, it's Warren. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A handoff for Warren. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return, Austin.
Oh, what a move. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Throwing is Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On the give, it's Warren. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll find Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Jacobs. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing. Love. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Looking to put a drive together. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Now Love. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Love now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a disaster in the series here. 3rd and long, no one open anywhere. This ball just has to be thrown to the sideline.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now Austin.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here's one. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers going to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Robert Woods from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, now how about this return?
And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A gain of 11 on the
For
play.
a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Touchdown! Matthew Golden. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Steelers.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
42.
And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Rodgers throwing here.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for.
That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers down by a field goal, a little over a minute and a half remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Love looking to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 1st down. Here's Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.